If I look up, I see a chapel. If I look down, I see a supercomputer. And we're also meeting up with Mateo Valero, the director of the Barcelona Supercomputer Center. And you are hosting here the RISC-V Workshop here in Barcelona.
Yes, it's the first time we host the RISC-V Workshop, and this is an honor for us because we strongly believe in this technology, these new ideas to produce chips for the future, include the chips we need to build supercomputer as the one you have behind me. BSC was pioneer proposing the use of ARM processor 10 years ago. At that time, the ARM processors were very small for embedded application, and now, as you know, they are competing against Intel, AMD, or IBM. The same, by sure, will happen in a short future with the RISC. They started as embedded, but now there are many people around the world working on that. The same happened with the Linux at the software level. So nobody has any doubt that very soon, and we hope very soon at the Mare Nostrum, we could use the RISC-V technology as a main component of a supercomputer.
Do you expect that RISC controllers will replace the actual main processors here in the supercomputer, or have they a different role?
No, I have no doubt that they will replace. They will be very competitive because, I mean, you can produce your own chips. You don't need to pay royalties. There is more freedom. This is the big advantage. Okay. At the technical level, I am computer architect. So the person or the group that established the idea, they are very good computer architects. So looking in the errors of the previous companies, they are proposing a good instruction set architecture. So we hope that we will not pollute as other companies did through the time, that the RISC-V original idea will preserve. And if that happens, I have no doubt that the RISC-V will conquer not just the supercomputer, any line of the computers, from embedded to any.
Yeah, you're also participating in pan-European projects, I know. What do you feel the RISC-V instruction set architecture what role can it play on a pan-European level?
So let me tell you one thing again. BSC were pioneer worldwide proposing the use of the ARM architecture to build European supercomputer. Why? Because in Brussels they asked for European technology, so we had the ARM who was purely European technology. Okay, say that you know the Brexit and the fact that SoftBank bought the ARM is not European. So, I mean, I don't mind from where the technology comes from, but if the politicians in Europe make a mandate saying we would like to have a European-based microprocessor, I think we have two solutions. One of them to invent another instruction set architecture and convince the world. That could be, but probably not possible. The second thing is just to join an already existing initiative in this direction, and this is the RISC-V. So we had been, again, the first one in Europe, and I think worldwide, that are proposing the use of the RISC-V chips, the future RISC-V chips that we are going to develop, and many others are developing for the building of the future supercomputer.
What is your input in this? Because the RISC-V instruction set architecture is an architecture, but it's not real silicon. Are you looking at specific implementations of silicon for supercomputer applications?
Yes. So you are right. The RISC-V is just a definition of instruction set architecture. So there are many implementations. The one we are taking here is to build a vector architecture based on RISC-V. In this definition of the vector instruction, there are people from Barcelona who are in the committee defining this instruction. And there are people in Barcelona and at BSC that together we are going to build inside the European Processor Initiative a vector architecture a la Cray based on RISC-V. So it's a big challenge. We are very proud and very happy.
For the future, RISC-V will be interesting. You will be pushing that forward also on pan-European level. When do you think, what is your wild guess, when first implementation of a RISC-V supercomputer can be expected?
There are two critical milestones. One, when some demonstration can be made, and another thing when the technology will be ready to be used everywhere, okay? So I hope that in a few years, 3, 4, we can have demonstrator, and in less than 10 years, we can have full performance competitive supercomputer. But not just for this kind of supercomputer, for Internet of Things, for the autonomous car, for any application. They are processors, so they can execute any application.
Yeah. I just had a meeting with the CTO from Western Digital, and he said, the value is not in the processor, the value is in the data. What is your opinion on that?
Yes, but if you don't have processor, you cannot compute with the data.
Okay.
So the value is in all the things.
The value is in everything.
You need to move data to storage, to compute, obviously.
Okay.
The value is everywhere.
Okay, well, thank you very much for this quick interview. Beautiful place.
Thank you.
And I hope to check back within a couple of years' time.
Yes.
And perhaps then RISC will be implemented here.
Probably it's a good time. You are predicting very well.
Thank you very much.
Welcome. Welcome.